Hello. So today is the start of a new series. Kind of finished off the Phi type website, I guess. Kind of finished it off. We didn't really finish off that much. There's still stuff to do on it, but we'll be doing that in the next. Or I'll be kind of doing a lot of that off stream now because a lot of it's just kind of tidying up stuff. Not too interesting for a stream. So today wanted to start kind of on the next project, which is I've just moved my blog from a don't kill me front end developers, please. I've just moved my blog from a kind of custom Gatsby website hosted on Netlify. So it was Gatsby styled components. Let's just switch this over and we'll just have a look. So you kind of get the idea what we're going to be doing today by the fact that's on my screen. So if we look at my custom website at the minute, it is a Gatsby.js website, kind of toiled with the idea of doing freelancing through it, which is why it's got all these kind of services and, got questions and testimonials and, all the stuff. This had a lot of cool stuff on it. I'll be honest, this did have a lot of cool stuff. So it's a picture of me being, normal kind of jazz you have, the CTAs everywhere and whatnot. Then a blog, slowly transitioning this sort of stuff over. The one cool thing, which I will admit, is the Twitter threads section. That is a pretty cool section, if I don't mind, because these are all scraped from Twitter, all styled in this kind of Twittery way. And I think in a couple of blog posts, I did actually have like here, I did actually have kind of like I could import people's tweets and stuff and put them on the site, which was pretty cool. So yeah, it was a good website and I did enjoy it. Main reason moving away from it now though is just I want to focus more on content, if I'm honest. Like, it had loads of cool things, like this was pretty cool, like this menu, and like the little switch between themes. There is a lot of cool stuff in here, which, and the code was open source from the beginning. It will stay open source. So if you go to my GitHub, it's all here. I'm going to keep this here. I'm not going to get rid of it. It's going to stay here. Feel free to go through it, butcher it, steal ideas, take things, do what you want with it. Wow, I had 1,000 commits on it. I did not realize. How far does this go back? Do I even want to know how far this goes back? I imagine a while. But yeah, do what you want with it. Take what you want. Have fun with it. Because this probably won't get updated anymore. So like I said, anyway, I'm moving from this custom template from Gatsby styled components hosted on Netlify and whatnot over to a completely kind of, I say pre-built solution. It's not pre-built solution, but it's going to be, it is pre-built. It is and isn't. I'll come to that. So I'm moving to Ghost. More specifically Ghost Pro, which is their kind of paid thingy. Because there's loads of cool features on it, frankly. Like you can do members and stuff, paid memberships and whatnot. So like, for example, see if it's on it. I don't know if it lists stuff on it. But yeah, so basically you can have like an audience with members and then like you can do, like, don't hate me here, but money rules the world here, but you can do things like premium members and free members. So, if you wanted to have a certain blog post, for example, like this blog post here is probably a bad example, but I might want to give up to here for free, and then beyond here you have to be a paid subscriber. So it's more just kind of thinking about ways of my end goal, I suppose, of all of this. Let's address that to start with before we jump into anything. Is it's all about kind of making passive source of income. I'm still creating content for free. I'm always going to create content for free. That's never going to change. And even blog posts, I'm still going to put out for free. It's just there's a few ideas that I've got, which, they're ideas, which, I'm going to put on the website. But because of the amount of effort going into it and the resource, I'll give so much of it for free. And then if people want to support me, they can obviously get the premium memberships and stuff. Anyway, so yeah, that's a cool thing that Ghost allows. You can also do your newsletter through it. I do my newsletter through ConvertKit, so I probably won't change from that, but they do have kind of integrations and stuff with that. What other stuff do they do? They have like loads of integrations, like honestly. Themes, which we'll come to in a second, because that's what we're going to be doing today, but you can integrate all of this in here. Like I say, newsletters, membership, people, obviously that, donations and stuff you can do through it. You can probably sell products through it, because you can integrate with Stripe, I believe. Yeah, Stripe. So yeah, you create an account and like premium newsletter or shops, you can do all of this through it. So it is a more robust platform to be a creator on than trying to self-create everything. And I do stand by the belief that just because you're a developer, whether that be a front-end developer, a back-end developer, a full-stack developer, a machine learning, whatever you are as a developer, it doesn't mean that you need to create your own website. You just don't. Use a dedicated platform like Hashnode, Squarespace, WordPress, Ghost, whatever you wish. You can make whatever, use one of them. Focus on the content, focus on building a business, that's your end goal. Use the tools that already exist to get you towards that goal. Building a website is just merely a distraction. As a distraction. It's not really, the website works for when you want to get a job in tech. Build your own website because you want to get a job in tech. Great, that works amazingly. But I've kind of been there, done that. I've got other goals, so you use the tools that get you towards that goal. Anyway, that brings us nicely round to an extent to themes. Now, Ghost give you a plethora. That is how I would describe this. A very large plethora of themes. Currently, I'm using one of these on the website. It's not even live yet, the website, hence why if you go to my domain, it still takes me to the old one, but I'm working for it slowly. I believe it might be this one, this Dawn one. I don't know. This looks fairly familiar. I'm pretty sure this is the one I'm using at the moment. Looks alright, does the job. Not really my end goal though. So anyway, as a developer, I'm going to make my own custom theme. Because, why not? So today is going to be purely about designing a custom theme. I do have a wireframe that I have delightfully mocked up in the past. So it's going to be largely kind of working through this homepage, designing everything on it. And yeah, maybe do a post page afterwards, a kind of category tag page, something like that afterwards. But the main goal for this stream really is to get through this homepage. So cool. Colors and stuff like that. I've kind of decided in advance because I'll be using similar things that I use on my Twitter page. So let's just quickly jump over there. So if we look at my Twitter, go to my profile, this kind of header colors and all of that stuff there. Cool. Right, where do we begin? Cool, right, so let's just label that as home. And then, so I'm going to be constantly jumping back and forth here, looking at two different screens. So actually, first thing let's get in some colors. So I do actually have some colors from some of my other, do I have some things? These are all the design, all the templates for stuff. Do I have any? Because these are the same colors. So let's grab one of them. Just kind of get some colors on the page just so we can use them. Let's just say 150 by 150. Link that. Grab, 3 of them. Yeah, we'll get 3 of them. Vertical space, not close it wrong. Horizontal space between them. That would be nice. And then, okay, cool. Anyway, so we don't actually probably need 3. Wrong one. And then we want that color. So just kind of outline stuff. And then I do also like this kind of black because it's a little bit offset from a real black, so to say. Like so. So let's get that. Actually, I'm going to make them a little bit smaller because they are just little color placeholders. I don't need them to be ginormous. So it's a similar color scheme, to be fair, to what I used for the PhyType website that we pretty much just finished making. in the last few streams. Let's just group them together and call them color palette. I can't spell. Is that how you spell color palette? Something like that. We'll go with that. So this is obviously very close to white. Like pretty close to white. I don't really know. So the idea of like what I'm kind of thinking at the minute, looking at that design, is to do something like that and then delete that corner. Oh, okay, that didn't work. I was hoping that would do the funky kind of line going between them. That's not very well positioned though, is it? There's not an easy way. There's got to be an easy way of making a triangle in. Oh. What about possibly... here's an idea. A little creative way of doing it, I guess. So if we did something like that, get a pen in the corners, and then close the shape off. Cool. Get rid of the stroke, put a fill. Grab our little color here. So the first idea is to do something kind of like that. Maybe even make that a little bit, of a sharper angle. So maybe all the way down like that. Let's just make sure that is, I don't think that was in the corner. I want that in the corner, not outside of the corner, in the corner. Same story over here. Back out. That don't look very in the corner to me. In the corner, there we go. Cool. Right, so then that's that. And then let's design this in isolation possible. Actually, just a thought. What about if we insert another point? Yeah, a bit better, maybe. I don't know. So let me just do, let's say 100 pixels. And then just need to change this to an image and find, let me drag that off there and just find quickly the logo which I use on it. Uno Memento, because I'm generally not sure where I put that. Hoping I don't need to go download it again. That'd be awkward. Videos. Nope. I don't think I have it anymore. Kind of annoying. Yeah, that's annoying. Right. Time to go download it. So let's just hope that it's easy to download. Fingers crossed. I don't know where to go. Branding. I imagine that's it. There we go. Now, let me download that logo. I can't download it, I can just replace it. Okay, right. Where would I have outlined that? Maybe in Illustrator. Let the hunt begin. I'm genuinely not sure where I could have outlined that. Nope. Okay. I don't think it's in Figma. No. Oh, maybe in profile branding. There we go, logo. So I don't know why that's rotated though. That's kind of weird. Do I have it rotated? Oh, maybe I do have it rotated. I think I do have it rotated. All right, export the whole of the logo, please. And then, oh, to be fair, I don't even need to. I'll just copy and paste that to where I need it. There we go. Boom. Make that into a component. Drag, drop, link that, and let's say 100 pixels. Maybe a bit less, 75 pixels, something like that. Might be better to make that a little bit thicker somehow when it comes to the time to it, because I don't think I can easily do that though. Yeah, like even if I go into that. No. That's kind of just, you know, the size it is. Unless I go make it like ginormous, but then that doesn't really help, does it? Because even if I do that, it's still not any different. Like, it's not any better. I suppose if you were viewing the site like that, you probably wouldn't be too bad. Something maybe like that. We'll make it. I'd probably make a thicker one for that, but I won't waste time doing that now. And then over there to the right of it, we'll have a nav bar. Get rid of that. And then let's just relabel that. Try keep this kind of nice and, you know, as we go. What's the font I've been using recently a lot? Just and Rubik, I believe, are the two I've been using an awful lot. Yeah, they're quite nice. Probably Jost is the just another hand. No, Jost. It's probably the better one for like navigation and that, to be fair. 1F, 85 pixels I tend to go down to. But that probably needs to be bumped up maybe to a medium, I want to say. Maybe even a semi-bold. Just rename that to nav item. And then let's make that into a component. Then we'll grab, say, I don't know, 5 of them. And then we'll have, so I'm kind of, what am I going with? I'm going to have a home page, obviously. I think I already have it kind of outlaid. Yes, we've got a home page, an about page, a articles page, which will be like a blog post, but not really a blog post. Live. Then I'm going to publish a lot of book notes because I take notes on books, so we'll publish them. No, not like that. Take another one of them, and then newsletter. Something a bit like that. Okay, so that's slightly annoying. Can you please take up the full width? It always annoys me when it does this. Oh, because you have to do, is it auto layout, I want to say? Yeah, auto layout does it. There we go. Maybe separate, maybe a bit more, 25 pixels. Maybe a bit more, 30 pixels. See, that's where I look at this and I think, yeah, I should drop it down to medium. Actually, I think that looked better when it was a bit thicker, yeah. So then we'll create that into a nav bar component. And then drag a copy of that onto there. So then that gives us that kind of bit sorted. And then just group that and call that header. And then send that out to the page. See, now when you look at Ghost, you can also have, let's see if I can load up this site at a minute, because there's nothing really on it. You can have like logo and login, subscribe and stuff, so it might make sense to have them kind of buttons on there. I mean, for the time being, I might not have them because like I don't really, at the minute I don't have the content for people to really want to do the whole premium thing through, but maybe one day we'll add them in. So then thinking, I kind of want to put something here, like maybe like kind of, whether a sponsored blog post or a video or even possibly like a copy of the live, like a thing saying live, so you can embed the live stream so that as and when you're live, you can actually show people that sort of stuff and like have it just directly on the homepage, ready to go. So if someone logs into your website, like, oh, they're live, cool, now watch it. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know. But I feel like that could be a possible thing to do. It's quite niche, quite cool. That's the whole idea of this live page here as well. This live page, as you can see on the navigation, is so that people can go there and have a copy of the previous live streams, like a list of the blog posts with the different live streams on it, and an embedded current version of the live stream. So like this right now would be embedded on there. So you could just watch it straight from the website. It should be quite cool. So I don't really know. Like I said, I might put that on there. I might not. It's up for debate really. I don't know how big to make this. That's quite big into it. Maybe you want to like 480. Was it 480 and 320? Is that I think that's the right size, isn't it? Right, 16:9 resolution. And then just some random title like I'm Connor. I don't know. I don't really know what to put on there. No idea really. And then this is where I'd use something like Rubik. Bump it up maybe to quite big because we're on desktop. Some kind of random introduction thing. You know how these things go. And then underneath here, we'll probably have like Open Sans. Open Sans regular, maybe 16 pixels. Oh, that's quite small, that isn't it? Maybe a bit bigger. 20 pixels is quite decent. And then of the same width, just make sure they're the same. Kind of, I don't really know. Lorem ipsum it up probably, so let's go get some of that. But normal kind of spiel of when you go on a blog website. I haven't thought any of this out in terms of content yet. Oh, okay, it won't be that much content, I can tell you that much. That one, nope. Is that one? I can never remember which button does what. Something, a little paragraph like that. And then underneath here, I'd want a couple of buttons. Let's just make that. So then I want let's drag you out the way. Like a primary and a secondary button. So let's say a width of 200, height of 75. Round the board, around the corners out to say 10. And then do the traditional. Let's try to do both of these at the same time. One will have the background color of this orange, draw attention in that. And one will have just a border of that color or a stroke. Something like that. So you have a primary and a secondary. And then actually I'll just take a copy of that if I can. Just because that, oh no, I don't, there we go. Give me that separately. Drag you up to the top. Center you. Make it slightly bigger. say 25 pixels like that. Center you again, and this will be our primary button. Just make that into a component, and then we'll tell you to go send us. And that's not. That didn't work, did it? No, it didn't. Go back to scale. Auto layout, is that the one? I think that's the one. Yeah. Cool. So that gives us that, and then we'll take a copy of that. Oh, no, I just wanted the text. Not allowed the text, apparently. Give me a copy. There we go. Then we'll do a similar thing here. Obviously this will be our secondary button. Like so. Let's rename that to primary button. And then where's that and that? Make that into a component and relabel that to secondary button. I don't tend to bother with what am I trying to say? Ternary, tetrary buttons. Third buttons is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so that probably does need to be a bit smaller, that button. Actually, that is pretty big in the context of that. So can I make that into, say, height 50? Well, that's a bit too small, though. 60? 60 is not too bad. Yeah, I'm not the most methodical when it comes to the design. I just kind of wing it until it works. Go into that center bit, please. That is definitely not centered. I think this is another case of you think it's centered, but it's not. But they like to tell you it is. See, there is no way that and that primary are equal. No way at all. Maybe it's because the border, the stroke, put that on the outside. Oh no, actually that's not that good, is it? Put the border on the inside again, that's better. Always better to put the border on the inside. Can I get a ruler? Is it a shift R for a ruler? Yeah. No, I don't. I wanted the something kind of gauge it. Yes, that looks alright. There we go. That looks better. So what I'll do is get a primary button, line it up, and we'll just say like view blog. See, that's where I want to get that in the center. I do. I want that and that to be like constrained to the center of it. Oh, that's what you want: top and bottom, left and right. That's not playing ball. Why don't you update? Is it because that maybe? Yeah, there we go. It's a bit better. Do the same with you to... There we go. There we go. Yeah, so this is the gist of it basically, and then we'll split them by say 40, and this might be, what have I got this labeled as, for contact me, something like that. Might want to make that border a little bit bigger. Something like that. I don't know. This is very, like I say, kind of winging it, and then kind of figuring it out on the go, really. Buttons, that is home copy, we'll call it. Drag that into there, that and that. Get them all linked up. to say distribute vertical spacing. Oh, what? Like that. Distribute vertical spacing. If I can, pad it out a little bit more. I feel like that. Oh yeah, that's not a nice color. 1F, 1F to 85. Yeah, that looks a lot better. 1F, 1F, 1F to 85. Looks a lot, you know, less sharp. I mean, the title, I might have an 100%. Actually, that, to be fair, probably needs to go into 100%, and that needs to go to 85%, just to make the text stand out a little bit more and pop a bit more on the page. Might also just decrease the weight on that to say medium, and also maybe if we bump that down, but then keep it as semi-bold. Yes, that looks better. Because then that's better, and then we align that. That's already been aligned. Why did that just do that then? When I'd done the center on that. Okay. But yeah, that's the principle for that. Maybe even make that a little bit less sharp, because that border is quite in your face a bit, or not? Let's say 3 pixels. There we go. We're getting somewhere now. So that's that. That's kind of that home bit done. Let's drag this down a bit just so we can carry on designing further down. Next, kind of on my wireframe of ideas, is to tackle a newsletter sign up, but I'm going to have to create that in ConvertKit and import it, because that'll be just a little bit easier to do. And then I can obviously edit it as I need to in ConvertKit. So that I will just put as a box for the minute. So let's just put a box on here saying this will be a video question mark live stream question mark. I don't know, featured blog post question mark. I really don't know what I'm going to put here, but we'll list a few things off. Something like that. And then we'll copy that. And then this I know will be a newsletter sign up form. Like that. It probably won't be that big, let's be honest. Maybe a bit wider than big. And then group that. I might as well make a component out of this just because it'll make life that a little bit easier if I need to. Newsletter sign up form. Drag, drop, center it to the page. Probably put a bit of a gap in it. Something like that, maybe. Yeah. I said there's going to be a fair amount of placeholder on this. So we've actually got not too much to go now. We've got the latest post section, which is going to be like kind of card. Sorry, I just need to take a drink. So I have that latest post section, which is kind of be like a card layout with the different categories on. You can kind of see here what I've listed, like journal, tech, life, book notes. I really don't know what I'm going to write about on here, but I'm just spitballing ideas for categories. And they're going to have like a graphic from Undraw. If you aren't aware of Undraw, it's like a cool illustrations that are completely like open source and stuff. You can use them. See any project, commercial or personal, without attribution or any cost. Pretty cool, and they're all like these kind of cool things which you can change the color of to anything you want. So and you can search cool things. Say like I don't know, blog. Watch them not have anything. They go blog post, blogging, or journal. I don't know if there is a journal. Online articles published. But you could probably do something like writing. I don't know. Note list, begin chat for a content creator. Anyway, you get the idea. There's nothing off it. There would be something for pencil, like a cool little pencil. File, searching documents. Yeah, you get the idea. So you could use these kind of things for book reading. Yeah, book lover. So yeah, you get the idea. Use these for like here. So you have like the little undraw icon there, and then underneath it the title. And that title will obviously be the title of the category. And then when you click that, it will take you through to something like this, like a category page, which will be a similar version. But yeah, I don't know what I was trying to write there. What was I trying to write there? Cony? Coney? Honey? I don't know what I was trying to write there. I honestly don't. That is lost on me. I get that's tag / category. But that bit I really don't know. But yeah, so let's work on this bit next. Latest posts. Well, let's work on that little card actually first. Get rid of you. Let's work on the little card. How I want to do the color, because obviously this might overlap color. Oh, no, actually, no, it might not overlap color. If I pull that down. Oh, that's not actually. Group them together. Both of that goes together. Home content. So we drag that down to there. That to there, or maybe a bit more actually. Something like that. Give it enough space to breathe. And then we'll put our stuff down here. Cool. So I can use this kind of color for it. I just realized that that's not actually the color that obviously I use on the branding and stuff. So if I was to get the actual color I use, I wonder how that would look. Because I changed that earlier, didn't I? So the actual color I use is this, but you can see it's actually really hard to tell. Like when you're just looking at it. I haven't got it on. Cool. Like the only problem with it is you look at that, and I don't know. For me, when I look at that, I think, can I actually see that? Like, so that is pretty much the color that we use on the file type. That is the color we use on the file type website. So I've kind of used all the colors together. So if I load up that, how easy is that to see? See, to me, I look at that and go, is that white? And then you scroll. To be fair, on the stream, it's a bit easier to tell. But when I'm looking at that on the actual screen, it's kind of quite hard to actually tell the color. The orange is exactly the same though, I can tell you that much. But this one's at least a little bit easier to tell, which is quite nice. This gives you a stronger level of contrast. So I might carry on using that. I could actually flip that over and use that on branding and stuff. I don't know, might do. I actually needed that little card, didn't I? So this will be a square, say 200 by 200 with a rounded corner of say 20. Yeah, 20. 20 is quite a nice rounded corner. And then we'll have our title, which might be something similar to the nav, to be fair, or similar to that. Let me drag it. Something like, I don't know, we'll call this journal. I don't know, I really don't. Call that, say, 25 pixels. And then we'll get another smaller rectangle. Or square, not rectangle. Say 100 pixels. And we'll change that for an image. And I do actually have loads of these downloaded when I did the FireType website. So we should have quite a few of these assets. Don't know if this imports SVGs though. No, it don't, is the honest answer there. Can I drag and drop it in? There we go, look at that. So I'll just have to resize that by hand. Just size that down to 100. Or maybe width 100 is better, and then let the height be smaller. But you kind of get the idea. So it would have like an undraw icon. In the blog post, and we'll center that. Oh, okay, maybe not like that. Center the group. That'd be the easier way of doing it. Oh, set that, yeah. Center. There we go, yeah, so it's already centered. Something like that. And then, I'm trying to think, you could do like one of them cool paint blobby, kind of like blur on the page, and then have the icon in that, maybe. Don't know how you do them, to be fair, because they're quite intricate. I wonder if there's a plugin. Got wave and curve. Browse plugins in the community. Paint. I just wonder if there's like a splatter. Yeah, that kind of thing. Like these kind of shapes. Let's just throw that in. Yeah, where are they coming from? They're in here. Shapes. Misc. Highlights. Arrows. Oh no, they're on about them shapes. I want that. How the hell have they done that? Oh, it's just an ellipse and they've played with the... or it's just a circle, yeah, an ellipse, should I say. And then they've played with the kind of arrow. So if we start with that and do something kind of little bit kind of abstracty. I don't know. Maybe something like that. I don't know. Put a bit of rotate on it. Yeah, it's not too bad. Throw a bit of color in it. Maybe that orangey color. Ooh, what's the black? I thought, oh, it must be that text there. So where is ellipse 2? Ellipse 1. You know, something like that. Center that over the top of it. Like that. And then we'll group them. Center that onto this square. Maybe like... something like that. The hard thing thinking about it would be yeah, the hard thing thinking about it would be what? Like I wanna because I need to select that. There we go, yeah. So the hard thing for me would be figuring out how to change that, because obviously like you'd want to change that background. So let me just make that into a component and we'll call this category card. Drag that to over there. Oh, what? Get in there. There we go. Drag that to up there and I'm take, I don't know, several copies of it. Probably limit the width of the site to 1440 pixels, which is actually the site of what the width for this is. But maybe something like that, say 6 cards. I don't really have like that. And then we'll just call that tag cards. So then each of them will take you through to a different category, maybe even put a little bit of a tiny drop shadow on it. I say tiny, I mean like, what would that be? 1, 2, 10%? Okay, maybe a bit more than 10%, that's barely noticeable. 25%? Something like that. Just a little lip up on the card. And then, yeah, so then I'm just trying to think. So if the site was limited to, 1440 pixels, something like that, and then I need to do, then I'm thinking maybe a line going across all of them like that. By the way, I literally have no idea how you would make any of this in Ghost when it comes to actually putting it in Ghost. Literally no idea whatsoever. And then, maybe actually take that and put that on there rather than abusing. Which that's quite hard to tell, really, isn't it? Maybe I won't list. I was gonna list it as like latest posts kind of thing, like list it as like categories or something like that. But maybe I'll just leave it. Like, I don't know. To be fair, you probably do need some form of tag on it just to make it fairly, obvious what you're describing. Because otherwise, like, how does the person know? So, post categories, maybe? Something like that. Something like that. So then we've got that gap to that. Oh, what's going on there? Drag that out. There we go. So we've got that, and then we've got that. And then if we distribute the vertical spacing, put say 30 pixels in. Okay, maybe that needs to go a bit closer. That does. So maybe that and that needs to be like 10 pixels. And then that and that needs to be 30 pixels. Then we grab the whole thing and just lift it up so that they're all equal spaced. Let's say 145. Because obviously I don't know how much space that's going to take up. So something like that for like the landing page when the person comes in, when the visitor comes in. Just so it's very easy, just go boom, 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 boom. So obviously this might be journal, this one might be, this one could be tech, that one could be, I don't know, book notes, something like that. This one could be newsletter. This one could be, I don't know, life, something like that. I don't know. You get the idea. So the person comes in, they can click on that and take it to the relevant category page from there. So basically this is acting just like a central hub of kind of operations almost. Cool. Right, so let's drag. Oh, what's going on there? I want that to be top and bottom, left and right, I guess. No. Stay where you are. Left and top. That'll be the one. There we go. So then we drop down, and we're going to keep a similar theme going with this next section, because the next section is actually quite repeatable. So we need 4, but obviously we've done 5, so I don't really know how that's going to work. So it might be better to change them to 4. Let's just get rid of one of them. Maybe shorten that to there. Grab that to there, and then distribute the spacing and center all of that. There we go. Yeah, that works. So yeah, basically the next idea is this categories kind of section here, and then we do this kind of date title, or maybe even just title. I haven't really decided yet. With a border here, and we have the 5 latest posts in each one for the 4 categories that are listed up here. Obviously we do more than that, but these will be the 4 most like popular categories that people view, or just ones I want to spotlight, or whatever it might be. That's what these will be, but there will be more kind of under a drop down. So then what's these? These are past streams that we've done. So these would be, I might call this like, I might split that into two and have like latest videos, because I do want to start doing YouTube videos, and like latest streams, so 3 of each. So the newest 3 of each ones. And then we're getting towards the bottom then, with contact links, page links, and latest posts, and then the subfooter down here, which is just your bog standard, what every page has as a subfooter. And then this is quite simple. Just nav, colored background, tag, and then like an icon maybe, or the icon that we use over here. 2 latest posts, so 6 latest posts in top, and then in some cases they have kind of sub tags. So I don't know if I have any examples. Yeah, so like here, tech might have a reviews, tutorials, web dev. So that'd be like 3 sub tags to the tech category. So then they would go underneath here and would have like one, maybe 3 of them. Don't know. It's the honest truth to that. Maybe, or the other option is just list off all of the posts on the page. Keep it nice and simple. Just, you come to the tech page, boom, here's all of the posts that are tech. That would be nice to be able to, split them out a bit. Because I suppose the issue is if you do a latest post, you then have to do a, view all here kind of jazz. All right, so let's come back to this then. So this bit's going to stay the same. This top bit. That's not going to change, be a bit smaller, but not, the idea is going to be the same. So width, I don't know, 300, something like that. Category. Or should I call that let's call that categories. Latest, and then maybe like, I don't know, tech posts, something like that. Let's just zoom in for this. So then the idea with the blog, like the little actual postcard, is we'll have, say, 50 pixels, maybe 100 pixels, I don't know. Well, that's 10, don't want 10. Oh, that's a bit much. 75, we'll go in the middle. And then take that, 5 pixels, that'd be quite thick. Don't know. Let's have a look. And then copy that. That's probably not going to be the actual title. We'll probably knock that down to say medium, and this will say, I don't know, 5th or 05 October 2021. Underneath that we'll just have example blog post title, and that will be an open sans regular 20. Shorten that down to say 5, maybe we have 0 pixels between the two. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not, maybe shorten that down to 22. Yeah, that's not too bad at all. 0 pixels between them. Group them together and then straighten it out in the middle. Ooh, let's create a component out of that and call that blog post card. That's what it is. And then if we were to have 5 of them centered, how would that look? Or should it be? Yeah, it would be too bad having it. Not that vertical. Vertical spacing. Say 15. To be fair, they should probably be 10. Keep them a bit. Actually, I don't know. If I was to shorten that down the same, that's a bit too tight, isn't it? Actually, I don't know. That's not too bad. I suppose the issue would be how would it react if it was to Like roll, if not roll, wrap. Like if I was going to wrap between them. Yeah, that's way too tight. We're going to do that. Something like that, maybe. Maybe even make this, because the focus shouldn't be on this. So maybe make that smaller. Bring the blog post up. Because the focus should be on the blog post, really. That's the goal here. So then shrink that again. Put them together by, say, 25. Yeah. And let's try that. Latest blog post summary. Drag. See, that's quite... See, I feel like that needs to be like much bigger. I feel like that's been designed quite small. I mean, like I say, it's just hard because they might wrap out. But this is, you know, we're talking quite small. Like 20, actually, no, 25, 2.5, that's quite big. 25 is quite big on a website. Actually, is it? You know, that's 14 pixels, which is, well, how small is that? That's 14 pixels, which is, yeah, small. It's not ridiculous, but it is small. Yeah, I've heard that you shouldn't go below 16, but a bit of a hard one. Let's say if that was 30 pixels, and then increase the gap to 10. Bump that down to 25, or maybe even make that bigger to say 30. Then split all of these to 25. How's that? That looks a bit better. That's obviously we need to give these space in case they need to wrap, because these might need to wrap down for what, you know, the posts might need to wrap, which then obviously knocks out the spacing and yada yada yada. So something like that, just to list off all of the posts, maybe close them in a bit more. Actually, I don't know, say 200 maybe. Let's just try and tidy up. Okay, nope, not playable. So that's 200, that's 200, and maybe make that 150. Latest tag or latest category post summaries. This is getting creative with the naming. So you get the gist of what's going on here. Like I say, we're very much focusing on the written content. That is very much the focus of this. It's not like I'm trying to sell anymore. It's trying to convey the content and the purpose of the content. So then we get into this bottom bit, which is the past streams bit. So for past streams, to be fair, it's going to be a similar story again with these. We're going to end up reusing these all over the place. Because you could just do past, you know, because they're going to be blog post cards anyway. So, I mean, the other option, you could put like a banner across maybe like one of them, like a strip of colour, and split it up a bit. You know, something like that. Because the colour does, you know, it does stand out. And that would then let you signify between... That'd then let you signify kind of between video and normal. Something a bit like that. And this would be like, you know, latest videos, latest streams, I don't know. Or if we didn't go for that, you could do some form of like video, like squares, like free kind of postcards maybe. Just because obviously that looks very, very samey. Apart from this top bit, obviously, but these bits here, which is to be expected because you're repeating the same. You're repeating the same design, but at least it's familiar. And like I say, you could probably mix it up and put like, because these would be like the tag name, so you could put like an emoji in there or, you know, something like that. I'm just trying to think what's the best way of doing this. Oh, maybe an idea. Copy this top bit, come down here with it. Just, no, not like that. Center out, and then do like, you know, later streams, or probably live streams to put. And then underneath there have like the thumbnail of it, obviously in a better resolution. And then I want that stuff underneath there. You know, example title. So now if we did something like that, we've set, oh, no, we've like 15 gap maybe, yeah. That's not too, maybe shorten it down to 10 pixel gap actually. Yeah, that's not too bad. Because obviously if this was a, you know, I don't know, and then have it wrap at that point. And then one minute. Yay. Good fun. I love it when people call you when you're in the middle of a stream and it's like, why call me? But obviously you can't tell people ahead of time that you're streaming. Oh, it's good fun. And you feel bad for ignoring it. That's the worst problem about it. What was I doing? So that is, okay, we want to change that to be heightened. So that would be like, yeah, example title, something, I don't really know. Like something or another as a title, ... space, blah, 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 blah. Something like that. That's the plan. And then change that. There we go. Give me that, and then do that. There we go. Something like that. So that's our little live stream card. Throw a component together on that. I say live stream card. That's like the video post card. That's what that'll be. So we'll have, say, I don't know how many can we get in there. Realistically, 3 maybe. Do 3. With 50 gap. Yeah. And then extend that down, and then we'll literally just duplicate this and then put that, say, maybe there, and this will be like latest videos. Like that. And then what's the gap between that and the top? You gonna tell me? No, of course you're not. Oh, where's the background for this? That's probably why. I want to know the gap. I don't know. Right, so that's in a group. Oh, is that in a group? No. Where's the... Oh, okay, these aren't grouped. All right, you go into a group. You go into a group. You get grouped. You get grouped. There we go. So now I can separate them out by, say, 60 pixels. Maybe a bit more. Let's say 75. Yeah, something like that. So now if I had like, debatably, but then like I said, you could make that into 6 categories, add another column in. But my concern is because obviously these blog titles are quite small, and like some blog titles can just go on forever and be like 400 characters. So you need to kind of allow for the space for them to wrap and expand and whatever. But so we'll give them a little bit of space, see what it's like. Maybe. What's this like down here? Yeah, that's all right. So then we end up with that as a bit of a whole landing page. And then we've also got this. They should be, yeah, because I want to kind of keep everything contained within, apart from this bit apparently, contained within this inner width, and keep it as nice and, compact as possible. So what's next after that? So we'll have another newsletter sign up, which I need to drag that down for. Copy that, throw that in. Love a good placeholder. And then might as well drag this down like ridiculously far, and then I'll just shorten it as and when I need to. So maybe something like that, 75, and then that launches us nicely into our footer and subfooter. So go back to this kind of nice little yellowy offset color for our footer and subfooter. Put that in the middle like that. Yeah, not looking too bad. And then, so what do I want to do with this footer? What do I want to include? Contact, links, pages, links, and latest posts. Oh, okay, so that'd be like contact with like the links on how to contact, pages, the different pages, and then latest posts. We'll have like the 3 latest posts or something like that across the whole site. So that basically, taking another one of these again, but instead of just latest tech posts, we'll just have latest posts. To be fair, we probably could do a 5 one like that. Because then copy. Oh, didn't I make that into a component? I swear I made that into a component. Did I make that into a component? No, I made it into a group within a component. Let's just take it out for the minute. So then we end up essentially if I take that component, and then do spread horizontal width, pad it out by say, well, I suppose if I'm just looking the container within that, it's going to be a bit more difficult. There we go. Grab that and no, give me that, and that. Spread horizontal. This will be pages, and then this will be contact links. Or just maybe like contact me. I don't know, something like that. So that's not too bad. And then so this will be. Let's just make this into a component now. And then I'll finish designing that. No, that's gone the wrong way. That needs to go to. There we go. So then I can design this one in kind of piece up here called footer. And then we also need to do our subfooter one, so I can just throw that in there. This will be a nice, quick, easy one to do as a subfooter. Subfooters are notoriously quick to do because all we need to do is a bit of copyright text. So we don't even need it that big really. Height, say 100 max. And then grab, say, maybe the logo. Like that. We'll try and keep it contained. And then we'll just copy that text again, using that kind of everywhere, but I try to reuse the same fonts, you know, wherever possible. And this will just be, you know, your standard copyright 2021, you know, that sort of stuff. Little copyright disclaimer. And that'll be that. Pretty nice and easy. How wide is that, out of curiosity? If I do select that, and that, does it tell me a width? 1063. So if I make that 1063, and then just pull that out. No, not like that. Where's the background card for that? There we go. Drag that up. Drag that, and then do that, and then create a new one and call that subfooter. Then we can drag that to the bottom. Something like that. Don't know, really. And then all we need to do is drag up the bottom of this to height to close it off. Something like that. Nice and simple. And that's pretty much what the completed homepage design roughly will look like. Done in about an hour and 20. Obviously, you just need to do that contact me and pages section, which I'm not actually 100% sure on how to do yet. And I'm hoping this will be quite quick to make, relatively quick to develop, because then all we need to do is like a lot of this is quite repeatable. A lot of like the blog postcards, that's repeatable. This obviously bit will be a bit more kind of bespoke to the homepage. You know, it doesn't tend to happen. We don't tend to have stuff like that, but the rest of this will be quite repeatable. So I'm hoping it's just design a few select small components, and then it's just kind of click, reuse throughout the entire website. That's pretty much that. So let's just think, what do I want to do for this? How do I want to do this? I need to compare for this, don't I? So I'm just trying to think, do I just want to do a straight, you know, unordered list, using maybe, say, that like kind of font, you know, maybe like home, duplicate down. Might be best to do it like that. Home, about, you know, duplicate down again. Articles, hoping this would carry on the list. What else did I put in the thingy? Live, book notes, newsletter. Newsletter. What else we got? We have a users page, joining on that trend. A privacy page, because it's always good just to know what's happening with data in that. If there is any really to use, there isn't really, but and then contact. So that's all of the pages. If we do not distribute vertical spacing, and then separate them by, say, 15 pixels, 10 pixels, probably right. Yeah. Something like that, maybe. Could do like a small line next to each one, but I just feel like that would be like line overload almost. Like if I keep doing these lines, I like these lines, they do look quite, help distinguish stuff, but like if you're doing them every single place, they probably start to, add up a little bit. I mean, you could do that maybe for the, I don't know. Could you? No, that'd be too much, I think, for each one. Should we try it just in case? Something like that. Yeah, I think that's probably too much. Maybe, because it is just a list of, it's just a list of pages. It doesn't need to be anything kind of spectacular, does it? So, I mean, you could inset it a little bit like I have done. Yeah, maybe like that. I don't know. And then contact me, probably going to be the same thing. But what I'll probably do is list off a little bit of kind of spiel at the start of it. Whoa, I didn't know you could do that. That's quite cool. Basically, the plan is do a little bit of, maybe 16 pixels, a couple of sentences at the top. And then underneath here have I don't think I have the icons, but maybe little cards, say that are white with like that, with social icons on, like the big ones that I use: YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, that sort of thing. Something like that. So that'd be social icons. Distribute the vertical spacing on that, make that say 25. And then what I could do, maybe, I don't know, I was thinking, say, possibly put a newsletter. Because what I'm possibly thinking with this is split it and bring that up to there. So you end up with two kind of groups that are the same height with a gap of, say, 50 between them, center the whole thing. Something like that. Be better if there was another one. That would look a bit better. I suppose, I don't know. I could probably find another one, but for argument's sake, say we didn't have privacy. Because, in the modern world, we don't have privacy. And then, that looks a lot better. How does that look down here on the page? Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. I think that'd look better if we had in this particular instance, something like, yeah, let's get rid of them last two. And then that can be, oh, I just want to, yeah, and that can be like brought up considerably. Make that into the contact me. That's probably pages, but it needs to be grouped with that one. And that one's probably already there. Can I go to that main component? Where's go to main? Go to main. So if we go like auto layout and do hug contents, yeah. That should hopefully make that, yep, smaller, which is what I was hoping for. So now I've got all three of them. Level them out. Oh, this together they need to be like 1063, don't they? I don't think I'm going to get 1062 will do. Sure, I could survive with 1062. Like that, basically. Because then I can close that up and it doesn't look as bad. And then shrink that down. Cool. Let's try load this up in a view. So yeah, a little bit of a homepage. Like I said, that might be a stream kind of thing. Newsletter sign up form sitting there. Different categories that you can click on. Latest posts, latest live stream, latest videos. Newsletter sign up form again, and then contact me pages and latest posts. I don't think that looks too bad. That looks pretty good, I'd say. Yeah. I would say that looks good to me. The only other thing, like I said, we need to then figure out from there is doing the category tag page. But I would say this is largely done. I don't know what this will be like to actually make inside of, for Ghost. No idea what this will be like to make inside of Ghost. Or how we'd even need to structure it inside of Ghost for it to kind of be made in this way. I'm honestly clueless. No idea. But we will figure that out at some point when we go to make these in the future episodes. But for now, I think that's the homepage done. And when we go to do these other pages, it will be very, boom, 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 because we'll be using the same components over and over again, like this latest posts. There'll all be the similar components being used. The only thing, when we start doing like the, post pages, I don't imagine it'll be too much different because, like, for example, like I could probably throw one of these together now. If we do something like that, grab that, throw a color on it. We literally copy our header onto this new card that we've just thrown together. Center it. Throw it so it touches the top. So I think, oh no, we didn't do that on there. Okay. So like, what's the, that Y11, we'll just change that to Y10. Let's make it at least uniform. So this will be what? Take another, nope, add 10 to it, so plus 10. Oh, 03. There we go, something like that. And then, for example, if we just take this little icon thing that we made, paste something maybe in the center, like journal, paste, maybe make that a little bit bigger, maybe bigger, because this will be like the title of the page. And then we'll just throw some kind of description jazz underneath it. Center align up, I mean, it probably won't be that long, probably something like that. Distribute the horizontal, vertical spacing. Take that into maybe 25, tighten that up a bit more, say 20. Lock that, center that to the page if I can. Probably bring that up a bit closer to that. So they've got, 5 pixel gap. And then maybe the gap between that and that will make it 20. Or maybe I'll make that 25. Something like that is essentially what I'm thinking for the tag pages. Nice, simple, quick, repeatable. And literally just, smash that out in what? Like, no time at all. Tag page, header. So whenever you click on one of these, like you'd click on that journal, it'll take you to a page like that, which then has underneath it, a couple of these with the latest posts on. Maybe maybe one. I don't know. Maybe a couple of posts. So if it's got subtags, then you could render the subtags. So I'd have to dig into the Ghost documentation because I'm not sure if you can do like conditional renders to check if there is like a subtag or not. Or would we have to? I guess we'd have to specify that in the page. I guess when you go to that page, you would probably say like, render the subtags for. I don't know, because you need to do it as a blog page, and then I don't know. I'm presuming it could be done with like collections. I think they call it on Ghost. And then on there you can say like, blog, whatever, kind of subtags and stuff. But so cool. I think we will leave it there for this stream. It's been a quick, over 1.5 hours of designing and stuff. Let me know if you like this kind of design format or not. It's been quite good. It's been a bit of a change of pace from development. I won't claim to be the best designer out there, but I don't think it looks too bad. I don't think. Been pretty good. But cool. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure you follow me on Twitter. Links are on the screen down there beneath me. Check them places out. Follow me on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and check out my website, which will hopefully change to this soon. Cool. Look forward to seeing you again in a future stream. Cool. See you later and have a good Wednesday evening. Bye.